Hey, did you know that Two Girls Shooting the Shit is on Instagram and Facebook? We'd love to hear your feedback, episode suggestions, or just chat with you about life. So follow, comment, and share. I'm in it
You
for the
know.
diaper wipe. I want the diaper wipe. That's what I'm
You need
talking
somebody
about.
to wipe your booty.
Right? You want that
When
love,
you
that
old.
diaper wiping love. You want that love where you up here on your bedpan and stuff, getting your depends changed. That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, Mo.
Hey, Em.
How's it going?
Fabulous. How you doing?
I'm hanging in, doing what I do.
Good. Blessed. Every day I wake up is a blessing.
2020 and 2021 seem pretty much the same to me. It's kind of like thought this was supposed to stop.
Yeah, kind of doesn't work that way. I think once you realize it doesn't work that way, you kind of will get out of it. It's kind of like
Silly
working for the weekend, kind of thing. Just another day. So what you been doing to pass the time? I can tell you what I've been doing.
What is that? Oh, Lord. Well, I haven't been doing much of that, but I have been watching a lot more than usual reality TV. I've been going into like back episodes because I stopped watching stuff for a while, and now I'm like eyeball deep in some Real Housewives and stuff. So,
Which series are you watching?
well, you mentioned Real Housewives of Potomac, and you were talking about Ashley and her crypt keeper husband, and I had never watched it. That was one of the Real Housewives that I had never watched.
Yeah.
So I went and I watched, and so I finished that, and then I'm catching up on Atlanta. I tried to watch Orange County, and I was like, who are these people?
Yeah.
I don't even know any of them anymore.
The days are gone. The good old days are gone for the OC.
Yeah. But I live for Atlanta and Potomac. Woo! I love it.
Yes. Oh, I love those too. So, what do you think about Atlanta? What season did you start on? Or have you seen them all?
I've seen just about all of them. I'm catching up. Actually, not catching up. It just started. So I'm watching this current season.
Okay.
With Portia and the Breonna Taylor stuff and Riley going to college, all that,
Yeah.
Cynthia having a crazy crisis on her wedding, all that stuff.
Fun times. I feel like sometimes I go back and forth with reality TV. I watch Housewives of Atlanta and Potomac too. And for Atlanta, sometimes I watch it and I'm like, okay, I shouldn't, or even Potomac, I shouldn't be watching this because I get stressed out.
Why?
Because some of it is just so ridiculous that I just can't take it. I'm like, why are you so petty? And then I just have to remember this is fake. I mean, it's real, but it's fake.
Petty-wop.
You got to have pettiness, or what are we going to watch? People doing their nails and doing nothing?
Right. It's entertainment.
It's in their entertainment. Enfotainment, right? That's what they call it.
Infotainment. I remember when reality
FAUX.
TV started. FAUX. Fotainment. I remember when reality TV started, though. I remember there was Survivor and stuff like that, like the competition type stuff, Real World, Road Rules. I really, really got into it when it was like Flavor of Love.
Oh, yeah.
And what was the one with Tila Tequila?
Oh, my
It was on
gosh.
MTV.
I
You know what I'm
forgot
talking
about
about?
that
Like,
one.
way back. And that was, and then you could tell it's fake. I mean, it's
Yeah.
like half the stuff, it's like, why do you even care that this person is doing this? Or,
Yeah.
I mean,
Like, what are the stakes? Like, why am I concerned whether some kids from Arkansas are dating? Like, why do I care? I don't get it.
I don't know. The fighting on Potomac,
Ooh.
on the Real Housewives of Potomac. I mean, I guess I can see that because you're messing with people's money.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? If you are, like, if I'm Monique, and you're talking about how my baby may not be my husband's.
Yeah.
And, that's messed up, but it's also like, if we get divorced off some BS, that's my money.
Mm-hmm.
That's me on the show. I'm not going to be on the show anymore. I mean, that's a whole lot of mess.
Yeah, besides money, that's your reputation and everything. And so I completely understand. And also, I mean, she was triggered. You look at the video,
Yeah, that was sad.
They've showed it so many times. So
I still don't feel like, I hear what she's saying. She was triggered. She was talking about how her dad used to do whatever to her, like put his hand in her face and stuff. But she was on some extra anyways. I feel like she was baiting Candace from jump. Like, the whole season.
Yeah.
Like they should have just hashed it out and had a discussion. Candace is a mess too.
Yeah.
Because she has a mouth and she can't handle it. She wants to run her mouth and run her Twitter. Sounds like somebody I know. Run her Twitter, but
because she can't talk back to her mom, and she has all that pent up rage to let out, so she has to let it out somewhere. But I
love though how the men are so supportive. Mature.
Yeah.
Well, at least they're men. Those two. Because some,
Crypt ain't so much, yeah.
Yeah, no.
He's one of the girls.
I question a lot of stuff with him. I don't understand him. Their husbands are very, that's the kind of relationship I feel like adults should have. Like, okay, hopefully they can be friends again. We're still cool. Whatever.
That's how it should be. Because that's like a healthy relationship. Healthy relationship should be, we're not going to agree all the time. Come on.
Right.
But we're not watching them. That's the problem, though. I'm sure if they had a show, think about it. What's everyone talking about for Potomac? The fight. That's it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So you have to have something, and a part of me is wondering, was it staged?
Yeah.
You have to have something to talk about. And it was kind of boring, to be honest, outside of that fight. So
a lot of the shows I'm watching are starting to get boring.
Yeah.
If it's got the same characters over and over. That's why I like 90 Day Fiancé, because you get a little taste of new people. I mean, there's the same ones that can't seem to get it together, and they're there every season.
Yeah.
Like, did you get engaged? You getting your visa? What is happening? Mm-hmm. But I like how you get some new flavor, new stuff, new blood. So that's probably even though they have 900 spin-offs now because of COVID, I still like that whole franchise, 90 Day Fiancé.
Which one do you watch?
Before the 90 days, 90 days, just a regular 90 Day Fiancé, mm-hmm. 90 Day the other way. 90 Day Before the 90 Day Strikes Back.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah,
all of
same.
them, really. I can't get enough. I love it.
I love it.
I love it.
Yeah, for 90 Day, I don't know. I feel like we know
Scams.
People are just scamming each other.
Right?
It's like some ugly guy and some cute girl who needs a visa. It kind of works out. Or, vice versa. Some 75-year-old woman thinks that some 25-year-old model is totally into her. Like, how delusional are you?
Some of them really are. I forgot which season it was. Some woman from Minnesota. I think she was from Minnesota. And the dude was from Tunisia, Mohammed. Do you remember that?
Oh, that's on this season. That's this season, too.
Well, that's a different Mohammed. That's different. Where she works at the chicken place or something like that.
Oh, okay. Because that woman was on another one. She was on another season as well.
And she did it before. I know who you're talking about. God, I wish we had names.
It's the same guy.
Like, what?
When she had to go to the country and tell her she wasn't divorced yet. I don't remember their names.
No, I'm talking about the one who cried all the time, and I thought she had special needs for a while.
Oh, the little girl. And she's lying, the one who was with the Moroccan guy?
Lies yeah. No, he was from Tunisia.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, is Tunisia? I don't know. But yeah, that region of the world. Mm-hmm. And he couldn't kiss her on their wedding day because it was Ramadan.
Oh my gosh, yes, I remember that one.
Yeah, when that really I'm sure he didn't want anything to do with her. And it was very clear.
Yeah, there was drama.
She was like, I don't know.
Did you see the follow-up to that one? They showed it.
He met a friend or something, and he went to Florida.
Yeah, he ended up meeting someone else, and then she went to his workplace to try to find him.
Uh-huh. And they went to Florida, and she popped off. She went off on him. Something bad, so he was just passed out.
Yeah, and I think he had said that she wasn't hygienic or something. I think that was one. I don't remember. I may be mixing it up.
Oh, my.
But it was, yeah. It was not. That one was ridiculous. So was the one with the woman who's on Pillow Talk now. With the young guy from Dominican Republic.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And then at the end, out of nowhere, he was like, you worship the devil, you have owls on the wall. That one, right?
Yeah.
She has a daughter, she's like a 17-year-old daughter, and he was trying to talk to her about sex or something. It was really weird.
That was so weird, and it's like these people, those are the ones that really put me off, because you're bringing these strangers into your home with your children, and you don't even know. Go to therapy, people. Because you're obviously screwed up in the head to even think that this young, cute little Dominican guy wants your ass. Let me stop.
But what if he does? Like Angie. Angie and...
Yeah, sometimes. Like,
whatever her Nigerian man is all about.
Yeah, so Angie and Michael, I think that is for real. And because you can tell. And she tests him a lot. Because she's so insecure. Yep. She tests him a lot. And then also Sumit and Jenny. Like, that's true love.
Yeah.
Like, you can tell this guy, they didn't even have anything to go off of. She was just going by looks.
Oh, Sumit and Jenny. I feel bad for them.
Oh, the mom talking about she's going to kill herself. How dare she?
I
Disgusting.
cried when Sumit got down on his knees and was like, why can't I be happy? This is killing me.
Right?
Like, and all they keep saying is society doesn't
Exactly.
think this is okay. And it was like, she was in their house.
Yes.
She was in their house for months. Mom and Jenny got along. Everything was cool. I don't understand how they could be like so blind to the fact that she was not just some random friend that came over for a couple months. Who does that? So
I think it's because it's the other way. Could he not get a visa to the United States? I don't know the story, the backstory.
I don't know that she can afford to sponsor him because isn't it expensive?
Yeah.
And she's living off of like her retirement or pension or Social Security or something.
Yeah, usually they just get a friend to do it or somebody.
Yeah, maybe she doesn't have
a daughter. Because that's what I'm wondering if the mom was like, okay, I'll be nice because he's going to get sponsored. And then it's like, oh, well, you're coming here.
Yeah. I didn't think about that.
So
has it started back up again the other way? I got to see what happens with Brittany.
They didn't even do a tell-all. I'm just
No, it's not done.
Oh, it's not done.
No, they're supposed to pick back up after like the winter break or whatever, and I need to know what happens.
Yeah, I need it.
I got to know.
Right? From what I see on social media, there have been some changes, but I don't know what's real, or what's
with who
staged. Devin, Brittany.
Oh. Devin,
yeah. So we'll have to see what happens.
That's weird. I feel like that's not even a marriage. Devin and
Jihoon, yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that. Just seems so weird. Like I feel like she pops off on him all the time, and he just acts aloof, like he doesn't know what day it is and like what's going on. They've got babies.
There has to be something missing because I just feel like it's weird. The way there were 3 adults and the little girl goes running across the street and everyone's dumping on
It's
Jihoon.
his fault?
Yeah. First of all,
right? Why is it his fault?
Why is she running? Like, you haven't taught her some skills. It happens, I know, but it's like, why is she in front of you? That's a real pet.
You haven't
so
taught her some skills.
And then why aren't you all looking after her? You all should be a collective effort to look after this kid. And so
we need to have a parenting episode because I'm curious. You said that's a pet peeve of mine. You haven't taught her some skills. I bet we have some stuff to talk about.
Well, for me, it's really kids walking behind the parent. I don't like that.
No,
because you can't see them.
You need to be able to see them.
Yeah, they do it all the time in New York. Where we had gotten to the point where one time I'm asking a kid, I'm like, "Is somebody with you?"
Right. I do that a lot.
It's ridiculous.
And then other parents look at you like you're like, "Excuse me, don't talk to my kid."
Yeah.
Excuse me, then maybe you can watch them, so I don't have to. Thank you.
Okay. And I'm thinking, man, maybe they're just trying to get rid of the kids. See what happens.
I'm on some hyper vigilant paranoid mom kind of stuff. So I always have I have 3 kids and 2 eyeballs, and so it's like I gotta like corral them
and that's why you have to train them up. I mean, of course they're kids and they're not going to be perfect, but it's like you have to give them the skills. You don't want to make them paranoid, but give them the skills to look both ways before you cross the street. The little stuff.
Yeah. Or just don't go running off. Where are you going?
Yeah.
But I mean, I know from experience that happens.
Yeah.
Because I had to hurdle over my Prius to go get my oldest out the street.
But you weren't
time,
blaming
she was
anyone.
Like 2.
Yeah.
She was 2. Drusilla's like 6 or however old Drusilla is. I don't know how old she is.
Yeah, I didn't even remember her name, but yeah, I thought that was weird. Names. I feel like there are some things we're not seeing. It has to be because.
Well, how can you be married to someone you don't even speak the same language?
Yeah.
And you have to
fetish.
I know, but there's no communication.
There's a love language.
I mean, is it a fetish on her end though?
Yeah.
Because it seems like she is obsessed with Korean culture.
Oh yeah. Check out her social
look at
media.
Her, but I haven't checked it out. But I mean, just her whole appearance and the way that she's like altered herself to look certain. Yeah, it's very weird.
Yeah, I didn't read up on her or know why. It could be that maybe she grew up like immersed in like the entertainment or something like that, and then got hooked on Jihoon. But yeah, it's just very, I don't know. I don't like them. I mean, not that I don't like them. I just don't find them entertaining.
Their story, me either. It just seems all kind of messed up.
Yeah, it seems something too much is missing, and they can't really communicate. So I don't know what's going on.
Well, same with Brittany. Like, if you can't speak to the other person, who was it? The Turkish guy.
Oh yeah, I remember with the blonde lady. They got married.
Yes, and they're still married.
Yeah,
and I saw,
they love each other.
On them on Instagram. But like, how?
It's a love. It's the soul.
My
soul
husband
language.
and I speak English. We speak English. And
That's a problem.
communication can be a problem sometimes. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
It's just communication is important. So maybe that's the key. Marry someone who doesn't understand you. You don't understand them, and everybody's just happy. And there you go.
Right? You got that love language. That's all you need.
Shoot.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the Brittany and
Yasan?
Yeah, I think that is interesting. Like, I don't know if I truly well, you know me, I don't believe anything, but I just don't know if they really are a couple, if they just thought we're two cutie pies,
they're very cute,
game the system and let's get on this social media. But I think they definitely have some chemistry for sure. And so but it's like, you met her, like, you know what she's doing, she's twerking, come on. You are not going to turn her into a faithful wife. I mean, what do you call it? A Muslim wife.
Yeah, like traditional. Yeah, I don't understand that. If he's because he is really about his faith and his family, and I can respect that.
Yeah.
Like whatever. He's very loyal, and you could tell he was hurt when his family turned him away. And this girl thought he was just playing games. It just seemed like she wasn't taking anything seriously. And I don't know. I mean, you knew what she was doing before you met her, or before you guys started getting serious, right? Because didn't they meet because of his cousin or something? That's somewhere.
I don't remember.
They said that Yasan's cousin and him were talking, FaceTime something, and she was visiting because the cousin lives in like Chicago or something. And she walked in the background. He was like, "Who's that?" Like, whatever. And that's how that booty gets you going.
Hey.
So that's how it started, but it just seems really weird.
Yeah, I don't know about the two of them. And he really tried. He got her a little apartment when she came to visit and things like that. Like, he was there to pick her up, but they had a miscommunication. And so their little things.
Her Patron.
Yeah, that was weird. So it's like he's trying to change, right? Because he sees the package. He likes the package.
But she's not.
But she's not the person. Yeah.
But she's not trying to change.
She's not trying. No. Why should
it's
she?
It's not even about change, though. It's just, I don't feel like she's trying to respect.
Yeah.
Respect. He cares about her. I feel like he truly, genuinely cares about her, and he's trying to do whatever he can to make her comfortable and to introduce her. He wants to share his culture and share everything about. He loves where he's from, and she's just like, I don't know what she's doing. I don't know that she knows what she's doing, and
attention
I feel like she's
seeking,
getting a lot of people hurt.
Yeah,
just to have fun. Be like, oh, I lived abroad. It doesn't seem right.
Just to get followers. I feel like that's the motivation.
She's thirsty.
Yeah,
she's thirsty for followers.
Yeah, that's how I feel. And then especially like being disrespectful, going into the public marketplace, like, and all the men. I mean,
and
they
even
have
her friend was dressed appropriately. You know where you're going.
Yeah, exactly. You know what you're trolling. It's called trolling. So
yeah. But still.
Yeah, it's just disrespectful. But, okay, this is unrelated, but I don't know. Why are Yasan's eyes always red? What is he doing? Is he crying all the time?
Working, like, 24/7, probably? Doesn't get any sleep?
I'm like, what is he doing?
He probably cries. Maybe it's just dusty over there.
Because I Googled and I saw some video. There was a video of them drinking, and I'm like, wait, I thought he didn't drink. So I'm like, what is the truth?
I'm sure everybody's saying they slept together too. That's what
that's probably what hooked him.
Who is it? Veronica and Tim. They do the pillow talk.
I don't know.
Do you remember? Okay, well, because he's like, because he's always like, ooh, Brittany, like he's always talking about Brittany's body.
Yeah.
And he was just like, yeah, they probably hit. There's no way that he's still
going crazy like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Oh yeah, I'll have to send you that video. You tell me what you think.
I don't know about
that.
But then all the embraces throw me off too. I'm just like, how old are you? Like, what's going on?
Hey.
Invisalign.
Hey, braces are faster. Go, girl. Do you. Get that dental work.
I guess.
So that
How's she going to go see the orthodontist when she's in Jordan?
They don't have orthodontists? What you trying to say?
I don't know. I don't know what I'm just saying she didn't think it through, obviously. Okay?
You talk about think it through. There was that one couple, the couple in Mexico, where the older guy came and
the gay couple.
Yeah,
I love them. Armando.
Yeah, they're adorable. And the little girl. The older guy came. He didn't know the currency exchange or anything. I'm like, you don't know anything. You just really
like you could have taken a Spanish class before you went down there.
Yeah, you could have taken a class. At least learn to go to Google and get the exchange rate, or something. Like just little.
But
things.
He doesn't know any Spanish.
Anything. Yeah.
And they've been together for years, and you you didn't try to learn your man's language.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
so you can better communicate with them and just be more.
And I mean, you live in Florida. You're coming from Florida.
Easy.
It is so easy to learn some Spanish. Like, but I was so sad to see the struggles they had to go through to get married in Mexico.
Right, I cried.
Yes, girl.
So cute, and the little girl was just so happy to have the family. I'm like, this is how it should be.
2 dads, twice the love. She was oh, that's beautiful.
That sounds like a dream.
Mm-hmm. So beautiful. They're so cute.
Right?
And he looks good. He's older. He looks good.
Yeah, he looks very good. I didn't realize he was however old he is. But yeah, I thought that was interesting. It's like you're picking up your whole life and going to another country. At least do some due diligence. Right. I think he said they did do some, but obviously not.
They thought they could get married there, I think, and that's why they moved to that town so far away from his family.
Yeah. From
Armando's family.
It's probably better, too, so they don't have the influence of the family and they don't have drama.
Yeah, they were so torn up about it, though. It was so sad to watch him leave his family.
Yeah, it's hard. Who else? Who are my favorite couples? I think, is that it? Sumit and Jimmy. Wow. Sumit and Jenny are my favorite.
You know who really got on my nerves was Azin. He's the one from Morocco. Azin, and then...
the blonde girl. Yeah. That was
y'all
weird.
Ain't never getting married.
No.
And you got your child all caught up calling him daddy and stuff.
And it wasn't the first time I think she had done that. I mean, she has no home training, obviously. I mean,
delusional though. She's delusional.
It's not on her because her parents are willing to sponsor and willing to provide for her to do all of these things. Like, why are they allowing this?
That's true. Because she's getting paid to be on the show.
Exactly. And so now nobody knows if they're really together because they're saying that she manages his social media, so they don't know if it's actually him.
Wow.
Or if it's
so maybe she's not delusional. She's on that Trump stuff. Like, she's running stuff.
Yeah, who knows? Like, I don't know what to believe. And that honestly, they're boring, so I don't care.
Yeah.
It's just that he's fit. Like, I think that's the only thing people were like, oh, wow, he's so fit.
He's
like,
not attractive.
Yeah.
He looks like a crazy Cat Williams. Yeah. Okay, that's what he looks like to me. Doesn't he?
I gotta do a side-by-side.
Doesn't he look like Cat Williams? He got his hair's like...
I am mad at that. Why you gotta do Cat like that? You gotta do Cat like that.
Cat's crazy.
Yeah. What do you think? What are your thoughts on Atlanta? Real Housewives of Atlanta?
I feel like everybody... This is... I love it because everybody's put on weight during the quarantine.
Oh, I love that,
I'm feeling that storyline because I got a little thicker too. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, okay, it's not just me. Woo!
I was like, wow.
Yeah, and I am kind of... I feel like Cynthia might need to retire from it. I feel like she's been on a little too long. And she's
not bringing anything to the storyline.
Yeah, she get a little crazy, like senile. Like,
how so? I'm not really... it's background noise for me.
She just seems... She's supposed to be getting married.
Yeah.
And she can't even... She wants a wedding.
Mm-hmm.
She's kind of acting like she doesn't want to be with Michael. She just wants to have a wedding.
Yeah, I think that's the storyline they're pushing, but obviously they had their super spreader wedding, so...
Yeah, is that what they did? I don't know. I'm not even caught all the way up.
Oh, I followed
So thanks for ruining that for me.
Sorry. 10. I'm just kidding. But yeah, that
whole... Portia been on a little too long, too. With no real story.
Yeah, well, now they're Breonna Taylor, and then I'm like, I don't know, I feel some kind of way.
Talk about it. I feel some kind of way about that, too.
Yeah. Well, I found out that there's a word for it.
Let's hear it. Oh, Lord. Is it codependency?
Close. Communal narcissism. So communal narcissism is like, let me get my camera. Look, selfie. Look at me. I'm Black Lives Matter. Look, I'm doing this good deed. Look at me. And it's like, on one hand, yes, we need people to get attention for
Publicize it.
You need people to publicize it. But then when it gets to the point where it's just a photo op, then that's not
performative.
Cool.
Yeah, use that word a lot. Yeah, it's performative.
Yeah.
That's what it seems like from what I was watching. Is she was just like, oh, getting arrested. Even Kenya called her out on it.
Yeah.
It was like she got arrested again.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, Kenya was like, why you say that? And it's just like, come on.
Yeah, are you raising funds? Like, what are you actually doing? Like, I would like to see, like, I don't know. So I can't judge. I can't say she's not, but they had the party. It was so elaborate. They had all, like, these portraits up, I think, of civil rights leaders and things like that. And there was like...
Because she comes from a history, like her grandpa.
Yeah, remember, get on the choo-choo train, remember? Underground Railroad.
There's got to be an opening. How does the train come through?
Right?
I was like, oh my gosh, Portia. She's not.
Yeah,
all
but
there.
like they said in one of the recent episodes, her dad passed when she was much young. She was young, so she wouldn't have, or yeah, so she wouldn't really have been taught by him or anything. But anyway,
So what does that have to do with anything?
I'm trying to be nice.
At what point are you a grown woman and you take some responsibility for your own education?
Do you know what country
in our
we're
last
in?
episode, but we talked about this the last episode. We were talking about race. You know what I'm saying? How we had to exercise our own agency and have some responsibility for educating ourselves.
Yeah.
About who we were.
But we also weren't rich.
Where we're going.
We didn't have that glamorous life.
Well, there's that.
Yeah, exactly. Entitled life or whatever, privileged life. So we didn't have that. But yeah, and we're in the United States. There's no accountability.
Dang.
What are you actually doing to move a cause? And I hope that you
Maybe she's using her celebrity to do that. I mean, that's the criticism.
That's what I'm hoping.
In politics. You know, why do celebrities feel they need to voice their opinions?
Because they have a voice.
It's because they have a platform.
Yeah,
and so
exactly.
And I think that's the counter argument is they have a platform. They shouldn't be influencing people to think one way or the other because most celebrities skew left.
I'm sorry, but they have a platform and I'm going to listen to what they have to say, but I don't really care. You're a celebrity. Like, what does that have to do with...
It doesn't bear any more weight than anybody else.
The only thing is
it's
that
a great platform to share the message.
You can share the message. Yeah,
right.
Exactly. So that's what I appreciate. And so
but,
I don't...
As we saw on January 6th, some people will take that celebrity and that message as instruction, as telling you what to do.
That's not celebrity. That's the president of the United States. That's
who
different.
was a celebrity, right?
But he's a president now.
I feel like he's viewed as more of a celebrity than the president. I feel like people are looking at him as a deity or something. Like he is he is some people's, as much as people want to say this is not about reality. Yes, it is. He's a reality TV star. So
you're fired.
This is perfect. Woo! Look, we tied it in. No, but it seems like he says stuff and people, beyond their better judgment, are just following this man.
I get it. I understand. They saw him on TV.
Yeah. Yes.
He was on The Apprentice. They saw they saw these Trump hotels and all of these different things, and they see him as the epitome of American success. And so when he started this whole birther stuff and, he started nitpicking, I don't think he's as dumb as people think he is. He found a void and he was able to fill it. All of these radical people felt like they didn't have a voice. Oh, we have a black president now, or we have, a Democratic president now. Our voice isn't being heard. Our rights are being taken away. The same stuff you're hearing. And so he found an audience. So he catered to them. So, and then he, started doing whatever they wanted to do. And then he's an egomaniac. So then they're feeding off of each other.
That is true.
And people, they want their freedom, whatever that means. You have it. You're getting organic snacks after barging into the Capitol.
Please, you sent that to me on Instagram yesterday, and I was like, what? I immediately thought of Dylan Roof and how he said he was hungry and got some Burger King.
Burger King, yes.
Right? And so this guy is on a hunger strike because they're not feeding him organic food. And then, did you send me the follow-up? Was it you?
Yeah, where he had he got his
now
food.
He's
shamanic diet or something. I'm like, you're a shamanic. You're a shaman. You're a sixth-dimensional being. Then you don't need fucking food.
Okay, I'm officially done. I can't.
Really. Tap in, bro. Tap in.
Why aren't we doing a live stream video of this? I can't. It would be even funnier if it wasn't real.
Right? That's
like
the
so
thing.
Real.
I think it's a survival skill. You have to laugh. What else are you gonna do? Man.
I love comedy.
I do. But yeah.
I love it.
Atlanta.
Back to Atlanta. What else? What other reality TV shows do you watch? Because I feel like you watch some stuff that I don't watch.
Oh, Married at First Sight.
Oh
my God.
I've only watched one season, and I think it was on Netflix or something. That's why I watched it.
Yeah, I really want to be on that show. Are you familiar with it?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. So they pair you up, and then you meet on your wedding day, and then you move in together.
Yeah. I always
That's
wondered
that.
about that though. So it's a little, that before they have the different matchmakers and psychologists and things who interview tons of people and then they pair them up. But I'm always wondering if I saw someone where I had no attraction to them, I'm an intuitive person. So if I felt that gut punch, I wouldn't do it.
But you signed a contract saying you would.
I don't think so. They have the right to say no.
But I think they also... Yeah, I know, you can't really sign yourself away to, like...
Yeah, that's an inalienable right, lawyer, isn't it?
Sexual servitude. I think that that's something they take into account, though. I mean, none of the people that they are going to cast for the show are going to be ugly.
Mm-hmm. But no, they did. The woman, she didn't like the guy from the beginning. And so I don't remember what season it was. It was a brunette woman and a cute blonde guy, like kind of chubby blonde guy.
See, I need to watch more seasons.
Yeah, this was. I
just saw the one with the basketball player and the cute little petite girl.
Oh, I don't remember.
And he was playing her. Remember?
Oh no, I didn't see that season. Maybe
I think it was like season 4. And then there was a crazy redhead, and a bald guy. Together.
Oh yeah, they're still together.
And then two black couples.
Yeah,
one that split and one still together.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I'll take that back actually, because my argument before was that you know what you signed up for. So you have to go beyond the physical. But sometimes I do feel like you have a gut feeling about something. You have to trust it. But then, yes, you're not going to get your money. You're not going to get your per diem for being on the show.
Yep.
You just wasted everyone's
15
time.
minutes. Yep.
Yeah. So you just wasted everyone's time. So I'm sure that the contract is drafted in a way where it's almost like you have to do it. You know you're going to be able to get divorced in 90 and whatever. I think it's 90 days or 6. Yeah.
But then are you the jerk? Like, that's what was that girl's name? Ashley I don't know. And the basketball player was a really tall guy, and she was kind of sporty. She was a twin, and
are they still
I guess
together?
He wasn't. No.
Oh, okay.
And she's been fighting him for a divorce for a while. He dipped out from jump. They went on their honeymoon.
Wait, they're not divorced?
I don't know if they are now, but he wouldn't give her a divorce for the longest time.
Why not?
And so,
wow, power games.
But they got intimate on their honeymoon, and they were together. They moved in. They had a lot in common. They went to family stuff together.
Oh, wow.
Except he would just disappear. I'm going out, and he would be gone for like, I don't know.
Wait, this sounds familiar.
He would leave his ring at home.
Yes, this sounds familiar.
It's the same season that had, oh my gosh. Yeah, the redhead and the bald guy who are still together. It was the same season.
Okay, yeah, then I saw it then. I just don't remember them. They must have been boring. The couple that I was talking about, so I'll take that back. If I'm not physically attracted, as long as I don't have that gut feeling of something is off with that person, like the bad aura, bad energy, then I'd go forward. Because you can grow attraction. In my life, I've been able to grow attraction to someone. And that's not the number one thing for me. So I feel like if the person, you're signing up for married at first sight. So say I do, not attracted to you, but I'm going to get to know you. I'm going to get to learn how to communicate with you, talk to these therapists, because I am in it to win it. But these people are just in it, and they're like, I don't like the way you look, therefore I'm going to treat you like a shit for the rest of the show. And it's like, that's not cool. You'd have no personality, and then the guy didn't care because she's pretty, so he's trying to please her. And then finally he started like calling other girls and stuff. He was like, I'm over this. Because, his ego's probably depleted at this point.
Yeah. No connection. Well, I mean, that's why when I think about it and people bring up like arranged marriages and stuff, like I really feel like there is something to that.
Yes, I wish that we still had it, to be honest.
Because, I mean, we talked about this with the relationship episode, is the whole idea that we're looking for romance, we're looking to be swept off our feet, and we have to have a soul connection and all this stuff.
Fake.
And that stuff is beautiful if you can find it, but I feel like, let's be practical here. You know, you can really seriously grow to love anybody.
Exactly.
As long as you are both in it with the same intention, you can grow to love. And I feel like that love probably is stronger than infatuation that turns to love.
Yeah.
Because that's something you've learned to do and you've worked at.
Exactly.
Physical stuff, it fades. People get married. Nobody looks like they did when they were 20. You're not going to look that way when you're 50. Yeah. So,
I'm in it for the diaper wipe. I want the diaper wipe. That's what I'm talking about.
You need somebody to wipe your booty.
Right? You want that love, that diaper wiping love. You want that love where you up here on your bedpan and stuff, Getting your Depends changed. That's what I'm talking about.
Somebody cutting up your food in little tiny bites.
Right, or die. Rinsing them dentures off. That's what I'm talking about. And don't think twice about it and still think the world of you. That's how it should be. And so if you're basing stuff off of looks and like, oh, this guy is ugly, and so I'm so irritated, then it's like, what's the point? Like, I don't get it. Like, I would be willing to go in. I'm a spiritual person because I'm going to apply. I keep opening up the application and then I just get sidetracked.
Do it.
I need to. But it's like, I'm a spiritual person, so hopefully they would put me with someone who is also spiritual.
Well, they do match. Like,
Yeah.
if you're really Christian, they've done that before. They will match you up with someone equally. You know, they're not trying to set you up for failure. It doesn't seem
But
like.
sometimes it seems like they do, because that one couple
Yeah.
from this previous season where the guy had no personality, that was weird, and the girl was a nurse or something, nurse practitioner.
Was he cute at least?
He was okay. Yeah, it was weird. He was just not willing to do anything. He had no personality. I'm like, I don't know why. Was there a slim pickings? Like, I don't know why he was chosen to be on the show.
What network is this on? Married First
TLC.
Time?
Lifetime. Yeah. So
Okay. Can I tell you? Like, can we talk about the real show?
What?
Love is Blind. Can we talk about?
Oh my
that?
God! I forgot about Love Is Blind.
Okay,
Oh,
because we were
yes.
talking about stuff, and then I was like, "Oh, Cameron! Oh, Cameron!
Cutie.
Cameron and Lauren! Ooh, I love that show."
I loved it. Yeah. Oh, who was the crazy lady on there?
Oh, the one with Mark.
That was
I
a
don't know,
mess.
she was older than him. That one. The
Yeah.
blonde? Yeah.
She had the
she
FOMO
was,
thing.
She was messy, is what she was.
And then she was trying to get the
Messy.
other girl's man. I'm like, that girl has issues.
Barnett. Mm-hmm. A mess.
I really love that couple, the interracial. I forgot their names.
Cameron and Lauren.
Oh yeah, they're adorable.
Yes.
They're both
I follow
beautiful
them on Instagram.
people.
I'm obsessed. They are so cute.
Yeah, they're both beautiful people. And what I loved about it the most was that Lauren said, "I love you" first. I think it takes a lot for a woman to be
And he
vulnerable,
cried.
and that's true love right there.
Yeah,
That's that
and-
true self-love where you're just willing to be vulnerable like that and say, you know what? I'm willing to put it all out on the line. What can you lose? You have nothing to lose. We put
And
all
he
of
was
these
feeling
barriers
it.
up. Yeah, he would cry and
He was.
stuff.
He was. Yes. Oh. I'm
And
gonna
they're
watch
still
that again.
together. Still together.
They're like power couple in it too. They're doing all kind of fashion shoots and stuff.
I know.
Like,
Then I know. The cynic in me, I'm a cynic. So the cynic in me is like, is this real? Is this like an Instagram?
Yeah. They got their own TikTok together. They got a Hanging with the Hamiltons.
But I think
YouTube.
That's how it should be. You have you have that chemistry. You have that connection. You
And
both
you're
have a shared
quarantined
vision.
together.
You quarantine
You might as
together.
well.
You have a shared vision. Why not make that? Like that whole trite saying, "Build your empire."
Yeah.
Well. I was gonna say I like the concept of Love Is Blind, and
Oh,
sometimes,
yes.
because it's Netflix, I'm like, did they know the pandemic was coming?
And you take the physical out,
Yeah,
which I think is amazing, and you get to know each other, and you get to really.
but come on, Cameron knew that was a black woman he was talking to.
Oh yeah,
He liked
I
that
told you about the
chocolate.
voice, right? Yes, he
The
knew.
voice. They know
And-
the voice.
and I'm sure they talked about it
Yeah.
because I feel like another person had a
There was
date with
another-
her and was like, "You're a black woman, huh?" And she
Yeah.
was like, "Yeah," and then that was the end of it for them.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I feel like
sure
it's
they
not
talk
really
about it.
blind. I feel like if I did the show Love Is Blind, I would have some kind of voice distortion thing. Because then, like, the black women are going to get kicked out immediately. Lauren just happens to be exceptional, and she has such a great personality.
She's beautiful. Oh.
Beautiful physically and spiritually
Hilarious,
and
yes.
mentally. Like, she has her shit together. So I think that's a good sign. So that you can like look at that crazy lady, and I don't know her name. That's why I keep saying that. But you look at her and look at Lauren. You have one person who's
Yeah.
afraid to be vulnerable, still wants to keep her eyes open for
Play
something
games.
better.
Play games.
She's not
Well, because she
secure.
was not attracted when
No.
she saw him.
Yeah.
He proposed. She said yes. Oh my gosh. And they had a lot in common. And then she met him. He wasn't as tall as she wanted. He was Hispanic, and I think that maybe she wanted, a
Yeah.
Caucasian boyfriend.
Yeah.
Because that's what she kept going towards or whatever.
So
That's-
Love Is Not Blind. I like Love Is Not Blind though, because Lauren is banging. I mean, can you imagine if she weren't? Like, like.
Yeah. But you could fall in love with someone you've never seen just based off what talking, and then you see them. You could fall out too.
Yeah, speaking of, that's another show. I don't know if I guess this is reality. Catfish. That's a reality show.
I haven't watched that in forever. And then I feel like, who's getting catfish in this day and age? Like, how?
They're all fake now, I think. They seem
I'm like,
fake.
FaceTime. Excuse me. Beep, beep, beep.
No.
Hello, let's see your face.
Didn't I share a story about that? They did. They still tried not to FaceTime, and that's when you get blocked.
Yeah, if I can't see, can we just talk for a minute? I mean, I get being shy. Like, I would be the type to be shy. I'm like, oh, okay, but...
Yeah, I had someone, I said, okay, I know you can't FaceTime, but hey, let's talk on the phone. And
who can't FaceTime?
Yeah, and then he kind of caught himself in a lie because he said, oh, yeah, I had a FaceTime or Zoom with the family. I'm like, thought you didn't.
Know who this is?
Who?
This is Williams and whoever on 90
Exactly.
Fiance.
But I was
that
like,
was
nope,
a mess. Someone get your grandma.
Oh, God,
she's a
that
mess.
was... Because she's all worried about the physical. Muscles. I done lost all this weight. I need somebody with muscles. Oh, she says muscles one more time. Yolanda, whatever her name was.
Yeah, was it Yolanda? I didn't remember her name. I remember his name was Williams.
Williams,
with an S.
yeah. Which is usually a last name, but whatever. Williams.
Well, he's supposed to be British. Did they ever talk on the phone? Yeah, they talked on the phone, right?
He had no accent, remember? He had no
really
British
weird.
accent. And so
their
I think,
stock photo, somebody was, her daughter was like, look, these are just on Google.
Right? Google image search, reverse image search, people, come on.
We should do a class. We should teach people who are on like ourtime.com, like the dating site, like just the older crowd. Like, this is what you need to do.
Wait, what's Our Time?
Oh, I just saw a commercial for it. That's why it's on my mind is ourtime.com. It's for 50 and above. It's a
I'm about to
website.
join that. Hey.
Ooh, go get it. Get it. Yeah, but we need to teach them.
Yeah.
We teach people online
them
etiquette, online skills. Yeah.
And I think that's something that bothers me about these reality shows. So that's why I think I go in and out. And it's because it's just people with a lack. And if you're lacking, you're never going to have a successful relationship. Yeah. It's like it should be two complete, like I'm going to keep saying it forever, two complete people coming together. If you're like, I suck, I'm a loser, I'm broke, I'm 75 years old, I make $10 an hour working at the chicken place, and I'm fat.
At the chicken place.
And nobody likes me, and I have to go to another country because I'm not valuable. Like, this is the subtext of the stuff we see. And it's like these people are using, like Lana, the guy with Lana, David and Lana. Like, it's like, he's like, I
thought she wasn't real. I was really surprised when she showed up.
Yeah, that seemed shady or something. But an older guy, and then he's trying to get a prize. He's not even looking for a partner.
And she's trying to get her prize, though.
And she's trying to get a prize. So it's like...
Which is coming here.
When you have people who are looking for a prize, it's never going to work. It's never going to be enough.
Can't get that trophy.
You need that
trophy
love.
wife.
But then some people have that carnal... that spirit, soul, energy, attraction, like, what's his name? Baby and Ariel.
Oh, yeah.
They're adorable. They seem to really
Army.
love each other, and they can't really communicate. She has a lot of insecurities, but...
I don't know. I feel like she's a mess.
She is, but she voices them at least. She's not, like, expecting him to read her mind.
I think she's got other issues, though.
Oh.
Like, I'm really, like, worried about her. Because
Like
the way
what?
she gets all, like when
oh
her
yeah,
mom
when
left
she
the
does
first
that,
time,
yeah.
and she was hitting herself in the head, like, "Oh, I can't be with you," and like, I don't think she made the right choice. I don't.
Stay.
Try to get in Ethiopia. Take this however you want. But if I was in her situation, I would be raising my kid here, and try everything I could to get Binyam here. I don't know why you would go like.
I mean, it's still at this point.
But I mean, she didn't even have running water. You saw the places he was showing her. Like, this is where we're going to live.
That was.
And
sometimes I wonder,
mom,
though, was that real? They knew they weren't going to stay, and the company probably pays some kind of stipend or something.
Her mom, I was very impressed with her mom, though. Like, she was looking to make sure the hospital was okay and all these things were okay.
And she was surprised that it was.
And she's very open-minded. She asked the right questions. I mean, she's got concerns for her daughter and her grandson, but I feel like, I don't know, she shouldn't be there. She's tripping out over everything.
I feel like
don't kill the chicken. Go over here and do this.
Right? It's like, do you eat chicken? Like that made me mad. Don't let me get on my high horse right now. But it's just like I felt like I like that because it shows that she has courage and the baby has a support system there. It's gonna be fine. But
she doesn't.
He's her support system, and she can get another one.
You know what I mean? I feel like
I
she's
just saw
not
them
supported.
posting pictures.
And she seems like the type to need extra support. Maybe she was coddled too much by her parents or whatever, but
That's why I
this
think
might be a growth
exercise.
experience for her, but it does seem like his family gangs up on her, like, you're gonna baptize this baby, and you're gonna circumcise this baby, and you're gonna
whereas she's not doing things.
Her faith isn't being respected at all. She's Jewish, and
now that's a codependent relationship, because she's sacrificing her own beliefs and everything, and it's not a compromise. She's actually like sacrificing,
right.
So that's a different. Compromise is great, but if you have that gut feeling and if that feels off and you still do it, then you gotta check that. So yeah, they're not really interesting though, but the dirty apartments and everything with no running water and buckets and things.
Yeah, no fridge,
no
kitchen. I mean, a hole in the ground for the toilet.
One of the couples that they're still together and they're on Pillow Talk, though. I think that's why they're still together. I'm just kidding. They look like they have a good chemistry after all of the drama. The older guy, he was from California. I don't remember. I think they're in Arizona, and he married the nurse. I think she was a nurse. Yeah.
I don't think she's a nurse.
Oh, I don't know.
The one from Thailand?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's kind of an older, bigger guy.
Yeah, and like they're always eating in bed and stuff, but they seem to have a real chemistry.
Yes,
like
they're so cute.
And she's still with him, and he's not broke because they learned how to get on every episode of Pillow Talk and all of that. So they're making it work. They have a nice little place. The bed looks cute.
Yeah, they got a new bed. I know.
And she looks genuinely happy. I mean, I knew he would be happy either way, but I did kind of doubt it, but it seems like she's genuinely happy and happy with him as well. Like, not just happy to be in the United States and have this and that, but she's actually happy to be in the relationship.
Their relationship's different, though. I feel like it's cute because he lived there. He lived in Thailand before even meeting her, you know, teaching English and stuff. And so he was submersed in the culture. He adapted the culture. So there's probably more of a level of respect and understanding of her culture, and it seems like they brought that here to the States, and it's part of their culture now. Whereas a lot of the other places are like, "Oh, you come here, you got to do this, you got to, assimilate, whatever." But
they don't have any respect.
No, but she brings him like little dishes and stuff. I want to eat. They're always eating some
right.
Good stuff.
I don't want to eat that, but I'm just like, it looks so cute the way she's always bringing the dishes and stuff. And then there's
so cute.
That other couple
from Israel.
They're adorable.
They are so cute. I love her.
Shared
I feel
values
like I would
and things like that.
Yes, I feel like she'd be one of the girls. Like they're adorable. I love them.
Those are examples of like true love. But the other ones, there's one now that really bothers me, and it really bothers me. I don't even watch. Like I ignore their part. I think the woman's from Russia, the blonde woman, and then
Michael,
the guy is in Seattle
Sequim, Washington.
Yeah, wherever. Yeah. So
they're boring.
They're really boring and very boring, and they don't communicate. This is like a disaster. I don't see what they're
not
see
attractive.
In each other.
I can't even.
But I can see why he liked her because she's thin and blonde. But I don't know what she saw in him besides, I don't think she realized how far away. I don't think she realized how far away from the city he was. So now she's
and he's
bored.
on a farm.
She's
and
sitting
he
there
kicked his
sweeping
cousin
all day.
out, or his uncle out, or whatever. That was nice.
She's up there sweeping all day with no life, and she won't eat French toast. She can only eat carrots or something. I'm like, okay, what are you? And then she really doesn't trust him. She eats fish. She must be pescatarian. And
she said she was vegan.
You know this.
And he was trying to. And he said something like she was trying to make him vegan, and he's obviously not.
They're not vegan. She was eating fish on the show, but she doesn't call it meat. Crazy.
Okay.
Cognitive dissonance. Weird. Yeah. But anyway, he at that same episode where she was eating fish, I think she was having a veggie burger at that part. He had ordered a root beer, and she genuinely believed that he was really giving her beer. And she's like, "It's a beer? This says beer." And he's like, "No." It's like, you don't trust this man you want to think about marrying. You're the one talking about it.
She doesn't trust him at all.
Yeah.
That's why they had all this drama in the first place. Remember previous seasons or whatever?
Yeah.
They fell out. Yeah, I don't even know
why did
they
you
brought
even
him back.
Yeah, in Slim a pandemic?
Pickens. Yeah, Slim Pickens. That's why.
Yeah, in a pandemic.
Nobody else trying to be on the show.
Yeah.
Ash.
Huh.
Ash and that, I forgot her name.
He was like trying to be a fake Tony Robbins, is a fake Jay Shetty.
Jay Shetty.
Jay Nettie.
He was a mess.
A mess.
They both
That
were,
class really, I cringed. Like I couldn't watch it. I just started.
What would you do? What would you do if you went all the way to Australia, and your man, okay, is doing a class, speaking to a class full of women about gender roles and because men are this and you have to
some stuff he saw on YouTube trying to regurgitate.
It was terrible, and he was up there just drowning because the women were not having it.
Yeah, and then I wondered, is it staged? Because it's just he didn't have any presence. He didn't have a stage. He's very attractive physically.
Yes,
and like what I was ready for. I was ready for it. I was like, oh, he's about to come through. And then he couldn't even BS. Like okay, you don't know what you're talking about. At least say it. But he was afraid.
Right?
He was afraid to be vulnerable. He couldn't present the information. He got flustered. He got nervous and scared. Then he got on defense.
For this.
Yeah, and then he got on defense. I hope they all got a refund.
If this is what you do for a living, don't you have a script that you use? Haven't you done this before? This isn't your first time doing a class.
But I don't know. After seeing all these so-called dating coaches and things like that on social media, I think it's just a big scam. And people are desperate. And so these people are just taking advantage, unfortunately. I mean, not saying that Ash is, but, it's like people are trusting him because he's a good-looking guy. Wouldn't you want to know? Yeah. I'm like, how do I get a guy? Tell me, But if you can't voice a different opinion, if you can't give feedback, constructive feedback to your partner,
that's bad.
That's very bad. Like, you should be able to give, how are you going to build your empire if you can't give constructive feedback? The stuff she's going to tell you, you need to integrate that into your program. You're going to get 20 times more people, and they're going to come back for more.
She's trying to help you out. Yep.
Yeah, she's giving you solid advice, but no, you're too stuck in the ego getting defensive. He admitted it, though. I'd like that he admitted that he let his ego kind of get over.
I thought they were a cute couple, too, so I'm kind of sad that they didn't work out. They would have been really beautiful together.
Yeah, they are.
They were. Reality TV.
What's your favorite? Oh, I was going to say, so my introduction to reality TV was The Real World with Eric Nies and Kevin.
Yes.
And Julie. And that
Kim? Was her name Kim?
Oh, yeah. Heather B.
The rapper. Yeah, Heather B. Why am I calling her Kim? Yeah. Heather B. Yeah.
Yeah.
She looks like a Kim.
In the slap. I feel like they set
the cowboy?
Precedent. They set the precedent. Oh, I don't remember.
John.
I didn't remember him. I only remember Eric, Julie, Kevin, and Heather, and
John.
The woman from Love and Hip Hop or whatever, Love and Basketball, whatever. Tanya? I don't know. Tammy.
Ooh, Tammy.
Yeah.
But there was a John. Wasn't he on there?
I'm sure. I just don't remember him.
True story.
He didn't make it into my memory book.
Eric did, though.
Oh, yes. Remember the workouts? I used to do his workouts and stuff.
Yeah.
What happened to him? I'm going to look him up.
He got old. I don't know. And then the first Road
he looks
Rules.
Great.
I watched that.
Oh, yeah, that was good. Those were good. I used to watch those up until... And they're still... You know what's funny?
They're challenges.
They're still
doing it. And Road Rules. I haven't seen any
the same
people.
I haven't seen it. I heard some people talking about, people 10 years younger than me, talking about the same people. And I'm like, wait, how do you know about this person? Yeah, they were like, no, they're still coming back.
CT.
That's who they were talking about. Yes, CT.
I was so sad when DM died.
Wait.
CT. What?
Who?
DM. CT's Boo. The girl that had cancer. She always wore wigs. She was always wearing crazy wigs and stuff. She died. Remember. She had her cancer.
That name sounds familiar. I didn't know she died.
DIEM, yep. And she and CT were together off and on. They had a very, really passionate love and then really hating each other. And but yeah, she passed away. That was sad. That was a while ago.
Remember the couple in Seattle? It was David. No, it was David, and he screamed at her. That was a good drama right there. It was a black woman. I don't know if I don't think she was on the show. I loved you! And they're screaming in the car. Remember that? And the girl had Lyme disease.
Lyme disease, yes, the curly haired girl.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was so long ago.
So long ago. Ruthie.
We were babies watching that. Ruthie in Hawaii. Oh,
Ruthie.
And was it Amanda, the blonde, the crazy?
Who was the half black, half Filipino girl? She was a trip too with the glasses.
Those are more like MTV Bravo,
mm-hmm.
kind of glammy or more about the drama kind of shows. Yeah. But my husband and I get into Naked and Afraid and Survivor. Not anymore. Survivor got a little too churchy for a minute there, so we had to leave it alone.
What happened?
People were bringing their Bibles and quoting scripture on the show, and it was all very religious. It started to get a weird feel, and
I mean, I tried to boycott anything. I'm just kidding. I was Mark Burnett, but I don't really follow. I don't know what he's.
But I mean, that's fine. If somebody was, because you get to bring one personal item with you on Survivor, so that's fine if your Bible is what you want to bring. But it turned into like a whole season after season. It was getting very religious, and it was.
I would probably like it.
And I mean, I have religion. So
I know that's
it's not. It's not that I don't enjoy it, but it's also like. I'm trying to watch people duke it out and not starve.
You're like,
that's what I'm watching.
Can y'all hook up and stop reading the Bible? Come on now.
Right. But the survival type shows, we like that kind of stuff. I can tell you. Go ahead.
Tell me what.
I don't like The Bachelor. I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah, no.
Bachelor, Bachelorette. I'm not. I don't like the idea of one person and all these people falling all over themselves trying to get at that. That's just strange.
That's the codependency express right there. Yep. But I like My 600-Pound Life.
I've never watched that. And why do you like that?
I don't know. I get obsessed.
What is it about a person who weighs 600 pounds? Like, what is it?
It's about people who weigh around 600 pounds plus or minus. And they always have, like, I think I was always just, and it's like, what kind of beliefs did I have there? I think someone 600 pounds shouldn't have a partner. Like, that's great. But I'm like,
yeah, that's a bad.
Wow, they're lucky that they get to have somebody to wipe their folds and everything. Yeah.
Okay, you know what?
Like,
do we need to talk about this? Oh, Lord.
Living the dream. But
I don't need to know about wiping folds.
But it's kind of sad.
Where's your head at? You looking for somebody to wipe your diaper? Wipe your folds? I gotta make dinner and eat after this.
True. That's true love right there. That's how you know. In it to win it. But no.
But there's some fetish stuff, too.
No, that's what I was going to say. It's like fetishy, and also it's a control thing where the people are taking care of these people. That's a codependent show as well. Like everything is. So it's just hard to escape.
Every episode. This is now the Codependency Podcast. Thank you for tuning in.
I should have mentioned this on the dating app show because I tried to join a dating app that was for plus size women, and
BBWs.
It was called Feedy, or I don't even remember the name of it, and it ended up being like for people feeding.
A fetish.
Yeah, I was like, okay, let me get out here. I'm not trying to be fed.
That's why you got to read them terms and conditions.
Like, nope, not today.
What does BBW stand for?
Big beautiful woman, or big black woman.
Okay.
Black beautiful woman. I mean, it's typically big beautiful woman though.
Okay, that's what I didn't know. Okay, cool. So reality TV.
Yeah, I don't think I'm watching any other reality TV right now. Oh my God, Love After Lockup. Or is it Life After Lockup? That is a good one.
That seems like some fringe stuff. Like,
I mean, it is what it says. It's just people who fell in love in prison with prison inmates, and then when the inmate gets out and destroys their life. I'm just kidding.
Oh, lovely.
Pawn Stars.
Oh.
Storage Wars.
Yeah, we watched those too.
Yeah.
Millionaire Matchmaker. We didn't talk about that. I missed that.
Does it exist anymore?
I don't know, but I missed that. I've watched and seen people I know from college just hopping on there.
No way.
Like being, part of the people who try to interview to be a date or whatever, and I'm just like shocked. Oh, and then there was a guy I knew from college who was the millionaire on there.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I kind of don't know how I feel about that. When I was younger, when the show was out, I thought it was great, and I aspired. I'd love to be on that show. I meet a millionaire. Wow. But then now I look at it, I'm like, that's very surface level. Yeah. And I think that's I think that's why I go in and out of these reality shows, because they're just so at the surface of things.
Right.
And
it's just lazy. Nobody wants to write sitcoms and dramas and actual shows anymore, so now they just do this and tell people, hey, go get in a fight. Right.
Yeah.
Can't even cast anymore. We got to use the same people over and over again.
Yeah, exactly. So. It's frustrating. And that's why you have to create your own reality and stop watching these shows.
Wow, Mo. Wow. Dropping some wisdom on us. Okay. Hey, thanks for catching this episode of Two Girls Shooting the Shit with Em and Mo. New episodes drop weekly. Make sure to subscribe wherever you get your podcasts.